The micro penis thing, it does bring up an analogy. Now, recently there was talk about how Hitler had a micro penis, right? And it turns out the guys who wrote that are like schlocky. They're not real historians. Okay, so he did have issues with his sex life and would get prescribed medicine to help him with his sex
Full
life.
testosterone.
Yeah. So
Really?
Yes.
This
So
is about Hitler?
that part is true. That's about Hitler. That's right. Okay, and so. And then I just read in a 1922 New York Times piece that's going around the internet about how they say, Hitler, is throwing out these morsels of populism about being anti-Semitic, but he probably doesn't mean it.
Yes.
He's probably just doing it to get elected, but he's not really going to do anything when he's elected about it, right? So that's a real 1922 article from the New York Times. So now here we are with Donald Trump and his penis issues that he brought up in the debate, right? And who jumps up and says, like, I have a big cock. I have a big cock, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, as I said in an earlier debate, it's weirdly insecure. It's like all of a sudden saying, I'm not wearing women's underwear. I don't know why you would say that. Okay, but nobody said that, Donald, right? Anyway, in this case, at least Marco Rubio accused him of it. So now here's a guy who, I don't know if he's got those issues or doesn't, but also talks about, hey, look, we got to do something about, we got a problem in this country, right? We got the Muslims and the Mexicans. We got to do something about them. We got to profile them, maybe put some labels on them. I mean, at one point he literally said, maybe we should put something on the Muslims, right? And I mean, he's a monster. He is. And what are people saying right now? Oh, he's not going to do that. He doesn't mean that. It's just morsels of populism. He won't really do it if he's elected.
He won't be able to deport 11 million people.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go in depth tomorrow on the show about that, read the actual quotes about Hitler, because I think they're amazing.
So before we move on, I have to give Josh Greenman, who is an op-ed writer at the New York Daily News, a lot of credit for the funniest tweet that I've read tonight. He says, produce the schlong form girth certificate.
That's
so good.
He won the debate.
Josh Greenman, he is an op-ed writer at the New York Daily News.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. New York Daily News is
That'll be their cover.
battering Donald Trump.
Their cover will be that and a measuring tape.
God, Anna, you're so right. The rest of this debate was meaningless, and all this conversation we're about to have, I got to keep it real with you. It'll be long forgotten. The only thing that'll be remembered is the tail of the cock.